Hello, unicorns. Welcome back. It's good to see you again. So, listen, I am not a Taylor Swift fan as a rule. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. I'm learning. And I have this friend, Haley, who's really a Taylor Swift fan, and she's trying to turn me on to things. I'm learning more and I'm finding a lot of songs that I like. But one of the things I really like were her album covers. And so today I'm going to do a look inspired by this album cover for Lover. It's so beautiful, and I want to do a kind of pink, blue, purple, soft sunset look, and I'm going to experiment with these Q-tips. I want to make clouds, and I saw online that if you take the Q-tip and you fluff the end up a little bit, you can make some clouds. So that's what we're going to do today. If you want to see this Lover-inspired look, keep watching. So just to get a jump on things, I have my foundation, my complexion is done, I have my contour on and my eyebrows done, but I have not done any blush or highlighter, eyeshadow or lipstick. For my eyeshadow, I am using my P. Louise AM to PM palette because it's got all the colors I want and it's beautiful. And I'm going to be using one color, the white, from my ColourPop The Nightmare Before Christmas palette. I'm going to be using the color 0. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, I will be honest, I don't really know exactly what I'm doing. I haven't decided how I'm doing it. I just know what colors I'm using. So we're just going to jump in here. And I'm going to start with the shade Pink Heaven. And this bright pink is going to be my transition shade. So that should give you some idea of where we're going with this. Alright. Again, don't really know what I'm doing. I do know that I want this to be kind of soft and ethereal, even though it's going to be colorful. And so I'm not going to put any tape on there. I don't want sharp lines. I don't want it angled. I'm going to be buffing it and making it really, really soft and blown out. I'm probably going to take it out into here a little. Yeah, so let's go ahead and jump in. Pink Heaven. And it is pink. Let's see, I have no idea what I'm doing. But I'm going to make this up here high into my orbital bone. And right now I'm just laying down the color. I'm not worried if it's patchy because I'm going really light. This palette is very pigmented, as you can see. So I'm going to remove any excess product right now. I've laid down quite a good base here. I'm just going to buff this out because I don't want it quite this intense. I'm going to take that up near my eyebrow in the inner corner. Again, just buffing it out, softening it up. Up towards my inner eyebrow. And out a little. And removing the excess product, and we're just going to buff some more. my eyebrows are a little crooked, but you know, sisters, not twins. To be honest, my eyebrows are that crooked. And I'm just going to take a little micellar water and one of those Q-tips that I've got hanging around here, and I'm just going to remove some of this off my lid because my right eye is more hooded than my left. So I'm just going to clean that up a little bit. Just to make them a little more even. Let's just get myself a little base back here. Just a little bit like that. All right, next I'm going to go in with a small floof brush, and I'm going in with a purple called Pinpoint. It is this one right here. And I'm going to start carving out my crease. I'm going to take this into my outer V a little bit because I'm going to go with another. And I'm going to take it into my outer V a little bit. And up into my crease. And then I'm going to go back in with Pink Heaven and just blend it out. But I really want to tap this off. Same on the other side. I actually want to get this a little more intense. This is just a little bit patchier than I want it to be. Once I blended it, I lost some of the color. There we go. And we'll do the same on the other side. Again, I'm taking that into the outer V. And up into the crease. I'm just laying down the color and then I'll blend it out. A little more Pink Heaven. Really tapping it out. And blend that color softly, and then I'll go in and intensify that purple in the corner. I'm hoping this look won't be too complicated. But since I don't really know what I'm doing, we'll see. Okay, now I'm going to go in with this dark purple called Never Stop. And that is going to be my contour shade, and for that I'm using this really stubby pencil brush. And this is where I'm going to take it on my bottom lashes and up into my crease. So I'm going to start down here, right along my lash line. Same on the other side, and then I'll go into my crease. Now I'm going to take this in my outer V, but not as far as I took the other purple pinpoint. And up into my crease a little. Okay, not as high or as far as I took the other purple. But I do want to deepen that up. I would like that outer corner a little darker. Intensity on this side. And then I'm going to go back in with the brush that I applied pinpoint, and I'm just going to buff that out a little bit, a little bit more product. Just the tiniest bit. And I'm going to start underneath. And I'm mostly concentrating this on the outside of the color, on the outside edge, just to buff that out. I don't know if you can see the difference, how this is much more blown out. So let's go ahead and do the other side, starting underneath. And then concentrating on the outer edge. And then I'm going to go back into the brush that I used to apply Pink Heaven. I'm not putting any extra product on it. I'm just using that to buff it out even further on the outside edge and maybe extend it a little bit past my eyebrow. A little underneath. I don't want this to be too low. There we go. Let's see, what brush do I want next? I'm going to go in with my blue shade. I'm going to use a real sky blue here. It's called Day by Day. This little one right here. And I'm going to take that on my inner corner. And into the purple. Just kind of marry them together. Just like that. And do the same on the other side. Trying to do something that's fairly simple with the eyeshadow because the clouds are going to be really the star of the show. And then I'm going to take my finger into this color called Countdown, which is kind of a greenish shimmery shade here. And I'm going to put that in the center. It has some blue and some green reflex in it. It's really pretty. And I'm just going to fill my inner lid with it, just the slightest hint of it. Just like that. And then I want to take another floofy brush. And I'm going to go in with this yellow shimmer shade called Sunrise. This one right here. And I'm going to use that on my brow bone. I want to kind of marry it in with the pink so that I get a sort of orangey into yellow kind of look. Voila. And then I'm going to take that on my finger and pop just the tiniest bit on the inner corner of my eye. That's going to be my inner highlight. Okay, so that is the base eyeshadow done. I'm not complaining. I kind of like it. But we're not done yet. This is where we go into our Q-tips, and I have put out some white eye base on a palette, and I have fluffed up my Q-tips. I've got some extras here that I haven't fluffed yet, but I have some extras. But what we're going to do is just lay that down here. I'm going to dip my Q-tip into the white eye base. Here we go. Okay, I'm not mad at this. Just intensify this one a little bit more. And I can just take the other end of the Q-tip if I want to soften it out a little bit more. Getting a little transfer, I gotta be careful about that. And that's what I'm trying to do, is put them in places that I won't get transfer. Alright, now we're going to do the other eye and let that sit down a little. And the nice thing about clouds is clouds are clouds. They're not the same, so it doesn't have to be exactly in the same spot or the same shape. dip on the inner corner here. Now, I'm not quite content with that. I'm going to take some smaller brushes and I'm going back in with my AM to PM palette and some of the colors that I use, and I'm just going to kind of highlight under the clouds so it gives them a little more dimension. So I'm going to take this very small brush and I'm going to have to clean it off very often. I've got a few others that I'll have to do, but I'm just going to take this small brush right now and let's see, let's go into Pinpoint. And I'm going to take this right under, just to give a little more depth and dimension to the cloud. Same on the other side before I change colors. Okay. Next I'm going to go in with the color Never Stop. It's that dark purple again. I'm going to take it right under here. And a little bit over here. And then I'm going to go back in with the blue shade, a little darker blue called Blue Tick. It's this one right here. And I'm going to go under those clouds. Again, we're just trying to add a little depth and dimension in there. Okay. Now I want this look to be very soft and ethereal. So I'm not going to do any heavy liners, but I am going to go ahead and line and do my lashes off camera. We'll come back and finish it with highlighter and blush in just a minute. Hang tight. Alright, so for liner I just did the very tiniest amount of black liner, and then I did a little bit of purple in my waterline. Now, I've been waiting for this to dry down on the clouds so that I could go in with the white shade from the ColourPop palette, and I'm just going to dust over that very gently. I'm going to dust over it with the white so I don't disturb the clouds too much. I just want to give a little extra pop and set down that primer. So I'm dipping in with my fluffy brush and we're just going to dot it just right where the white is. Just give it a little pop. And you see how suddenly they're just showing up even better. There. And now we're going to finish up with blush and lipstick and highlighter. So for that I am using my P. Louise pink blush. because it's the best pink blush I have. And I'm just going to take that all the way through here and up into the hairline. I need my bigger mirror. And I'm actually going to take this right over the bridge of my nose too. I just really like this because it's very youthful. And then I'm going in with my What's Up Beauty Serengeti highlighter in the shade Wild Acacia. And we're going to dust that on my nose because I love the boop. A little bit in between my eyes there. And then on my cheeks. A little bit on my finger. And right on the lip. Okay, just like so. Finally, I'm going to finish off with my ColourPop liner in Bad Habit and my ColourPop lipstick in Songbird. Ooh, I like that. I think I'm going to finish off with a little gloss. And for that, I'm using my J. Lee holographic gloss in the shade 2. And there you have it, the finished look. Guys, don't forget, I've changed up the contest. 500 seems like I'm never going to get there. So 300 subscribers. I'm 11 subscribers away. 300 subscribers, and I'm giving away this amazing, amazing collection from Glamlite. Please subscribe. Tell your friends. Help me grow. I really appreciate it. Leave comments and like the video. It helps the algorithm. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Hit the notification bell to find out when I drop new content. I try to drop every Saturday. And as always, thank you and stay magical.